Alrighty guys, now that you had lunch, let's come over to the rug. So go put your stuff up in your desk and in the cubbies and come have a seat on the floor. I'll give you 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, good job, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alrighty guys, so who remembers this book from yesterday? The Funny Little Woman, y'all remember reading that from yesterday? Yes. So remember how we used the words to find out some meanings of words we didn't know? Or might have been a little tricky for us? Yeah? Okay. So let's go back to the first 2 pages of The Funny Little Woman. It says, one morning, as she was patting and shaping the rice flour, one of the dumplings started to roll. It rolled across the table. It rolled to the edge of the table and then fell right into the earthen floor. Stop! She cried, the little woman, but the dumpling rolled and rolled until it rolled down a hole. Ungrateful dumpling, scolded the little woman as she knelt down and reached for it. But then the earth gave away and headed over her heels. She tumbled and tumbled. So right here, the words ungrateful. What do you think ungrateful means? Take a second to think about it. She was making the dumplings and it rolled off and she was patting and shaping as best as she could. She scolded the dumplings. So do we think the word ungrateful means a good thing?
No.
No. So we think it's a negative thing.
Yes.
Okay. Gavin, could you tell me what you think the little woman meant by ungrateful?
That they were inconsiderate.
Inconsiderate, yes, because it was ungrateful. It wasn't happy. It didn't think of her when she was making it. So, let's go ahead and move on to these sentences. John was the oldest blank in his family. John was the oldest what? Bobby. John was the oldest blank in his family.
Child.
Do we agree with Bobby? Do your hand signals as yes, no, or maybe? We all agree? Okay. There were 2 boys and 1 Sylvester.
Girl.
Girl. Do we agree with him? Hand signals? You do. How did you know, Bobby, that it was child that filled in this blank right here?
Because it seemed to fit.
It did seem to fit. What did you use to figure out? Did you just know child? Or did you use the words John? Did you use John to figure out child?
Yes. And oldest.
Oldest. So what if it was just John was the oldest child? But it could be John was the oldest sheep. John was the oldest turkey. John was the oldest dog. What else? What other word did you use to mean oldest?
Family.
Family. So you use the word family and oldest to fill in the blank. Alright, Sylvester. There were 2 boys and 1 girl. How did you fill in the blank there?
I used 2 boys.
2 boys. How did you use those to find out the blank was girl?
Because there would be 3 boys if it was boy, and it wouldn't be and 1 boy.
You're right, so we're saying it wouldn't be 1 boy. Why couldn't it be 1 chicken?
Because the previous sentence was talking about family. Chickens aren't family.
Right, so he went back even further than just the sentence we were on and use the context of both of the sentences. John was the oldest child in his family. There were 2 boys and 1 girl. So we use what is called context clues to find out the missing pieces. So now, instead of having missing pieces, we're going to find out the meaning of words using context clues. So we're going to build on the knowledge of using missing pieces. So let's go ahead and take a look here. It said, the doctor gave the girl ointment for her rash to stop the itching. So the underlined word I have here is ointment. So we need to find the meaning of ointment. So what we're going to do is use the words, the meaning, from the context of the other words. So we have the word doctors, girl, gave, rash, stop itching as our main words in the sentence. So if I take a look at this, so the doctor gave it to the girl. So what things do the doctor give me? They give me medicine, doctor notes. They give me shots. They give me tests to see if I'm feel better, physicals. So if it's coming from the doctor, it's medical. It's to help me. So it's to help me what? From my rash to stop itching. So I'm going to say it's medicine that stops the itching. So I figured that out, the meaning of ointment, by using the context in a sentence. So that's actually called inferencing. So let's go, and we're going to make another anchor chart together of the different kinds of context clues we can use to find meaning of words. So we have context clues. Can someone tell me what an acronym is? Do we remember what acronyms are? No? I'm going to give you a little refresher. So I have the word idea. The letters I, D, E, and A. I'm going to put little dots. So an acronym are initials that stand for like a phrase of words. So in this one, ideas, forgot the S, stands for inferencing, definition, examples, antonyms, and synonyms. So that is our acronym. So our I acronym is actually for inferencing. So we use inferencing in this statement. We use the words. It didn't give us a definition, but we used the words that were in the sentence to figure out the meaning of the word ointment. So for this example, George is versatile. He cooks, plays soccer, and cleans. So the word we want to know is versatile. Well, I know he cooks, plays soccer, and cleans. Well, cooking and soccer and cleaning really don't have anything to do with each other. So versatile. George is versatile. He cooks, he cleans, he plays soccer. So using this, we know he does multiple things. So maybe the word versatile means can do multiple things. He's versatile. So maybe not multitasking, but he's good at multiple things. He's versatile. He can do much. He's a jack of all trades. So then we're going to go to our D in our acronym for context clues, which is D for definition. So then we have claustrophobia. Is an extreme fear of tight space. So, claustrophobia, most of y'all probably never heard that word before. This sentence literally gives us the definition and the meaning. The definition is also the meaning of the word. So we can use that as a context clue. Claustrophobia is an extreme fear of tight space. So you'll find that mostly in nonfiction texts. Gavin, can you remind me what a nonfiction text is?
Something that is true.
True. So it's just going to give us facts. So most of the time you're going to find the definition of something in a factual book when it's trying to tell us. Like in our textbooks, when we're reading our textbooks, that's a nonfiction book. So most of our context clues is actually going to be the sentence telling us what it is. So then we're going to go to E for our acronym. So remember we have I, which is inferencing, D, definition, E, examples. So our example would be the cleaning product contains hazardous materials like bleach. So, an example, our unknown word here is hazardous. The cleaning product contains hazardous materials like bleach. So, on our end of the sentence, it's like bleach. So that's an example of a hazardous material. They put it in the sentence, so you have to think about it too. So bleach is everything that everyone uses. We all use bleach when we're cleaning, mopping floors, the smell of bleach, like you know that. So then we have to use our minds and think deeper into the sentence to find the clues. Because remember, clues, when you're using context clues, you're like a detective. You're using hints and clues from the sentence to find the meaning of words. So we have bleach, and we know that hazardous materials are like bleach. So when I think of bleach, I know it smells. You can't drink it. It's cleaning. You don't want it on your skin, so it's a hazard. So now I know hazardous materials like bleach. So we use the word bleach as an example of a hazardous material. You'll also might see the word as in the words in example sentences to find another example. So now let's go to our antonyms. Our A. So we have antonyms and synonyms. Gavin, can you tell me what an antonym is?
The opposite.
The opposite, yeah, because we know synonyms, similar, so it means the same. It starts with S, so we can use that little trick in our head to know, so we know antonyms are different. So then we could go ask this question. When might you mutter instead of yell. So remember, antonyms means opposite. So our unknown word here is mutter. And so instead of yelling, muttering. So I'm not yelling something, I'm muttering something. What would mutter be like? Can we think of a synonym for mutter? Johnny.
Whisper.
Whisper. So instead of yelling, the opposite of yelling is whisper. And we would know to use that there because of the word. What word did you use? That means the opposite.
Instead.
Instead. We've seen the word instead of yell, so we knew we had to find the opposite. So when might you whisper instead of yell? That's good there too. And last for our little acronym, we have an S for synonyms, which again means same. So we have vital organs are essential to live. We know essential. What's a synonym for essential? Y'all can yell it out. Starts with the N.
Necessary.
Necessary, yes. Because that was our vocab 2 weeks ago. So we know vital organs are necessary or essential to live. So synonyms mean same. So vital organs, we'll use the word are essential to live. So we know it's not the opposite because of the word instead would mean opposite. So they are essential. So what do we think vital means? Yeah, it means necessary or essential. We can't live without our organs. We can't live without our heart. Our heart is one of the vital organs. Alrighty, guys. So I want y'all to get off into groups and use your shoulder partners that y'all have been using all year. And I want you to think of these sentences. Let me write this on the board. Let me grab another marker so y'all can see better. Do not fret. Everything will be okay. With your shoulder partners, discuss what you think the meaning of fret is and how you know that. And which of the acronyms did you use? Alrighty. Gavin, what do you think the word fret means? You and your partner, what did y'all decide that means?
Worry.
Worry. Why did y'all decide it meant worry?
Because everything will be okay.
So, fret, everything will be okay. Worry, everything will be okay. Or what other words did you use?
Do not.
Do not. Do not fret, everything will be okay. Do not worry, everything will be okay. Because you usually say everything will be okay when you're not worrying. What acronym did you use? Did you make an inference? Did it have the definition? Was there an example, an opposite, or a synonym?
A synonym. Is fret and worry.
But we found the word worry. How did you know that fret meant worry?
We used inference.
You could use inference, yeah. You use the words around, everything will be okay when you know, do not fret. We also could probably use an antonym, the opposite. Do not fret, comma, everything will be okay. If everything's okay, we're not going to fret, right? All right. So we have a few more to go over. So if you will go back to your seats, I'm going to write them on the board. There's 3 sentences. Before we go out to recess, I want you to write down the definition or the meaning of the underlined word. If you will, put which acronym out of the IDEA, so out of the inferencing, definitions, examples, antonyms, and synonyms. And then we will line up, and that'll be your exit ticket. But let's have a quick review. What is the I in the acronyms?
Inference.
Inference. The D.
Definition.
E.
Example.
A.
Anonym.
S.
Synonyms.
All right. So these are our context clues to find the meaning of unknown words in our sentences or in our reading, so even paragraphs. Like in the past, we used the sentence above to also figure out the below, unknown. All right, guys, go ahead, head back to your desk, and you're good to go.